Hi everyone, welcome back. Today let us discuss the sums of quadratic equations relating to speed, distance and time. Look at the first question. A car covers a distance of 400 kilometers at certain speed. Had the speed been 12 kilometers per hour more, the time taken for the journey would have been 1 hour 40 minutes less. Find the original speed. This is the question. Here it is given that the car covers certain distance, that is the distance of 400 kilometers with a certain speed. We need to find the original speed of the car. So first let's write off all the data given. It is given that the distance covered is 400 kilometers. And so let's consider the original speed of the car as x. Let x be the original speed. Had the speed been 12 km per hour more, the time taken for the journey would have been 1 hour 40 minutes less. This is the second condition given. That means if the speed would have been increased, by 12 km per hour, the time taken would have been reduced by 1 hour 40 minutes. So when there is a change in the speed, there is a change in the time here. So we have to relate all the three data and frame an equation. Here it is given distance as well as the speed. Let's find the time. The time taken when the speed was x is 400 by x. Here, as per the formula, we know that the time taken is equal to the distance by the speed. Here the time taken is 400 by x. The distance is 400 kilometers and the speed is x kilometer per hour. When there is a change of speed is happening, the new speed will be x plus 12. When the speed was increased by 12 kilometers per hour, the new speed will be x plus 12. And here in this case, let's find the time taken. Time taken when the speed was x plus 12. X plus 12 kilometer per hour. That is again the same formula, distance by the speed. Distance is 400 kilometers by the speed is x plus 12. So in the first case, the time taken was 400 by x since the speed was x kilometer per hour. In the second case, the speed is x plus 12 and the time taken is 400 by x plus 12. And as per the question, when there is a change in the speed, there is a change in the time as well. The difference in the time also given. So let's find the difference in the time, that is the time taken when the speed was x and the time taken when the speed was x plus 12. So the difference in the time taken when the speed is x plus 12 will be lesser than the time taken when the speed is x. So let's write the formula, 400 by x minus 400 by x plus 12 is equal to 1 hour 40 minutes. Here 400 by x, the time taken when the speed was x kilometer will be more than the time taken when the speed was x plus 12 kilometers per hour. So the difference in the time is 1 hour 40 minutes. Now let's frame the formula, 400 by x minus 400 by x plus 12 is equal to 140 by 60. We need to convert it into hours. So when you simplify this will be 1 2 by 3 and this changes to 400 by x minus 400 by x plus 12 is equal to 5 by 3. On simplification, we get this as x plus 12 into 400 minus 400x by x into x plus 12 is equal to 5 by 3. Now we need to cross multiply, simplify and bring it into the standard form of the quadratic equation and solve it. On further simplification, 400x plus 4800 minus 400x by x square plus 12x is equal to 5 by 3. 400 cancels. Then 5 into x square plus 12 is equal to 3 into 4800. This is on cross multiplication. Again dividing by 5. This will be x square plus 12x is equal to 3 into 960. So x square plus 12x is equal to 2880. So it is x square plus 12x minus 2880 is equal to 0. This is what the quadratic equation we are getting. Now we need to split this so that the sum is plus 12 and the product is minus 2880. So when we split minus 2880 into two terms, we get 48 and 60 as the two terms. Since the sum is positive, the greater number is positive and smaller number is negative. So the equation changes to x square minus 48x plus 60x minus 2880 is equal to 0. So x into x minus 48 plus 60 into x minus 48 is equal to 0. So x minus 48 into x plus 60 is equal to 0. Now by zero product rule, x minus 48 is equal to 0 or x plus 60 is equal to 0. X minus 48 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to 48 and x plus 60 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to minus 60. Here we cannot consider x is equal to minus 60 since the speed cannot be negative and therefore x is equal to 48. Therefore we can say that the original speed of the car is 48 kilometer per hour. This is the final answer. Look at the next question. An aeroplane traveled a distance of 400 kilometers at an average speed of x kilometer per hour. On the return journey, the speed was increased by 40 kilometer per hour. Write down the expression for the time taken for the onward journey, return journey, and if the return journey took 30 minutes less than the onward journey, write down the equation in x and find its value. These are the three parts of the question. Here it is given that the aeroplane traveled a distance of 400 kilometers. So the total distance traveled is 400 kilometers. And the average speed was x kilometer per hour. Here also the average speed is x kilometer per hour. So we have to write down the expression for the time taken. As per the equation, the time taken is equal to distance by speed. Time taken for the onward journey. For the onward journey, the distance covered is 400 kilometers and the speed is x kilometer per hour. Therefore, the time taken for the onward journey is 400 by x. And the second part of the question is the return journey. What is the time taken for the return journey? Time taken for the return journey is, on the return journey, the speed was increased. Therefore, the speed for the return journey is x plus 40 kilometers per hour. X plus 40. The speed will be x plus 40 for the return journey. Therefore, the time taken for the return journey is, the distance is 400 by x plus 40. Thus is the time taken for the return journey. Now the third part of the question is, if the return journey took 30 minutes less than the onward journey. So the difference in time is 30 minutes. That means the time taken for the return journey and the time taken for the onward journey, there is a difference of 30 minutes. So we can frame an equation by using these two. That is 400 by x minus 400 by x plus 40 is equal to, the difference between the time is 30 minutes. So 30 by 60. This is in kilometer per hour. So we have to convert the time in hours. That is why 30 by 60. 30 minutes is the difference between the timings. Therefore, it is 30 by 60. This was the expression we got by using the given data. So this can be simplified as 400 by x minus 400 by x plus 40 is equal to 1 by 2. If we cancel 30 and 60, this will be 1 by 2. Now, take the LCM, x into x plus 40 upon 400 into x plus 40 minus 400x is equal to 1 by 2. So 400x plus 40 into 400 minus 400x divided by x square plus 40x is equal to 1 by 2. On cancelling 400x both the sides and cross multiplying, we will get this as x square plus 40x is equal to 2 into 40 into 400. That is same as x square plus 40x is equal to 32,000, or x square plus 40x minus 32,000 is equal to 0. So 32,000 should be split into two terms. This is minus 32,000. So that the difference is plus 40. We will get two numbers as 160 and 200. The difference is 40 here. Since sum is plus 40, greater number is plus 200 and this is minus 160. So the equation changes to x square plus 200x minus 160x minus 32,000 is equal to 0, or x into x plus 200 minus 160 into x plus 200 is equal to 0, or x plus 200 into x minus 160 is equal to 0. This implies x plus 200 is equal to 0, or x minus 160 is equal to 0. X plus 200 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to minus 200, or x minus 160 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to 160. Here the speed cannot be negative, so we have to consider x is equal to 160. Therefore, the speed for the onward journey is equal to 160 kilometers per hour, and for the return journey, when the speed was increased, 160 plus 40, that is 200 kilometer per hour. This was our question. Now this question is for you. Solve it and let me know the answer. A bus covers a distance of 240 km at a uniform speed. Due to the heavy rain, its speed gets reduced by 10 kilometers per hour, such that it takes 2 hours longer to cover the total distance. Assuming the uniform speed to be x km per hour, form an equation and solve it to evaluate x. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next class with more sums on quadratic equations. Thank you.